Hello and welcome to the 23rd season of Sims 4 Survivor. I don't know what I'm going to call this season yet. It's going to be something, but we're doing something a little bit different, as you can see here. Instead of me choosing 16 or so, whatever, 16 to 20 players to compete, this time around, we are going to have a completely randomized cast of players. Most of these players have competed before, although on the women's wheel, there is going to be a handful of players that have not competed before, as there are a handful of female Sims that have not yet competed on Sims 4 Survivor. I also have Esther Gomez here. C has not competed yet. That's their pronouns, right? Or Cirrus pronouns? I don't know. I don't really know how the different forms of that work. So I kind of hope C don't get a cast on this season, because I would have to figure that out. But I will if that happens. But anyway, we will be casting 8 random men to compete on this season, as well as 8 random women. Non-binary Sims or other gender non-conforming Sims will be eligible for both wheels, the same as it did on the Second Chances ballot. I also decided to, just to shake things up a little bit, I made it so there are no contestants that have competed in the past 5, 6 seasons. Anybody that has competed since All-Stars 2 is not on the wheel, because, I don't know, I just wanted to shake things up a little bit. Let's get some new faces competing here. Let's get some people that haven't been around for a while, maybe. And I also did not include anybody that has competed 3 times. So, for example, Eric Lewis is somebody that has competed 3 times. He is not here, even though the last time he competed was on All-Stars 2. So yeah, without further ado, let's just roll our first name. All right, what's it gonna be? It is Marcel Price. Oh, hang on, it is Min Sung Lee. All right, All-Stars 2 contestant and originally Mount Komorebi contestant Min Sung Lee. He is officially on the cast. Congrats, Min Sung. All right, next name is gonna be Hector Knox. It is Knox Greenberg, a Copperdale contestant, a pre-merger. That's kind of fun. All right, next name is gonna be Angelo Moreland, the merge boot of Brains versus Brawn versus Beauty. All right, next name is gonna be it's Bob. Bob Pancakes, a pre-merger from the first season. He hasn't competed since, so he is gonna get his second chance in the game. All right, next up is we got Jing Fen, another pre-merger who was on Tartosa. He was kind of hated by everybody. All right, he's gonna get another chance at the game. And the next name is gonna be it is Wolfgang. Wolfgang Munch, he competed on Battle of the Sexes, was the merge boot there, and then he came back for Blood versus Water. I think he made like 4th place. So he's gonna get his 3rd chance at the game here. All right, next name is gonna be Irvin. All right, Irvin Price, a season 1 contestant. He made it pretty far. I think it was like 6th place. Was on the ballot for second chances, but did not get voted onto the season. So here he is, actually getting a second chance in the game. All right, and the final name on the man's side of the ballot is gonna be it is Vlad. Okay, season 1 contestant, returnee on Occults versus Normies, excuse me. Pre-merger on both of those seasons. He has not done all that well, but that is gonna be the 8th man that will compete. All right, now we have the women, where we have a handful of players that have not competed before, so maybe we get some newbies on this season. We'll see. Let's just roll the first name. It is Rami Watson, Battle of the Sexes contestant, a pre-merger there. She got kind of twist screwed in on that season, so we'll see what she does on this new season here. The next name is gonna be ooh, it is Rita Kumpez, the fan favorite of Stranger Well. Also a pre-merger, so good for her. She's on the season. Next name is gonna be it is Jess. Jess Sickworth, a two-time player, the underdog of Brains vs. Brawn vs. Beauty. She made it to 5th place there, then returned for Blood vs. Water with her husband, and became an early merge target there. All right, interesting to see what she does on a return. The next name is gonna be Anaya Jang, another pre-merge fan favorite. All right, she was on Chestnut Ridge. So let's see what she does on a return. Let's roll once again. Oh, we got Gemma Charm and a Colts versus Normies player. She was in 7th place, I believe. Made it pretty far. Did a very impressive move at the merge. Okay, we got 3 more spots to go. Oh, we've got Liliana Kealoha, a 2-time 3rd boot. I don't know what she's gonna do. She has not had the best track record on Sims 4 Survivor, but we'll see what she does on a return. And now we got 2 more spots. All right, who is it gonna be? We've got Miko Ocho. All right, interesting. She was a Stranger Well contestant. Made it to the merge, but was an early merge boot. So let's see what she does here on the return. And the final name is going to be Rashida Watson. This is going to be the only new player on the season. She has not competed before. Both of her parents have. So that's fun. A wild card on the season. All right. So here is our cast. It is going to be Minsung Lee from Mount Komorebi and All Stars 2. It's going to be Knox Greenberg from Copperdale. Angelo Moreland from Brains vs. Brawn vs. Beauty. Bob Pancakes from Base Game vs. Expansion Pack vs. Game Pack. Jing Fan from Tartosa. Wolfgang Munch from Battle of the Sexes and Blood vs. Water. Irvin Price from Base Game vs. Expansion Pack vs. Game Pack. Vlad from Base Game vs. Expansion Pack vs. Game Pack, as well as Occults vs. Normies. Rami Watson from Battle of the Sexes. Rita Kumpez from Stranger Well, the fan favorite. Jess Sickworth from Brains vs. Brawn vs. Beauty, as well as Blood vs. Water. Anaya Jang, the fan favorite of Chestnut Ridge. Gemma Charm from Occults vs. Normies. Liliana Kealoha from, what was she originally on? I don't even remember. I gotta look this up. She was on Chestnut Ridge, right. As well as Early Outs. 3rd boot both times. Now we have Miko Ojo from Stranger Well. And then finally, Rashida Watson, a complete newbie to the game. Gonna be among all of these veterans. We'll see how she does. All right, I have compiled everything into a season, into a brand steel. And I have decided this is Sims 4 Survivor Luck of the Draw, since these people were randomly selected to compete on this season. And we will be following Survivor Thailand. The reason for that is that in Survivor Thailand, they started off not having any tribes, and then they did a schoolyard pick for tribes. So that just adds a little bit more randomness to it. I didn't mess with any of their stats. However, I did give everybody relationships. So you got a slight bond if you were on the same season. And that was pretty much it. I don't think anybody was really working together with anybody here that they were on a season with. However, I didn't even realize this when I did the wheel. We have a familial connection in the mix. It is Rami Watson and Rashida Watson, mother and daughter. So the two of them, they have a strong bond. Of course, I mean, they're related, obviously. But without further ado, let's get into the season. We start off with a twist, and the 2 oldest players We'll pick the tribes. So we have Vlad on one side and then Rita Kumbes on the other. Vlad is going to have to pick a woman. Rita is going to have to pick a man. And so Vlad, he's going to go with Miko. Then Rita is going to go with Minsung. Okay. Vlad chooses Jing. Rita is going to go with Rashida. Vlad is going to go with Rami. So mother and daughter are going to be split off. Rita then goes with Wolfgang. Vlad is going to go with Nox. Rita goes with Liliana. Vlad is going to go with Gemma, his occults versus normies tribe mate from the original occults tribe. Would have thought there was some bad blood there since Gemma did kind of betray him, but perhaps not. Maybe the hatchet is buried. Anyway, Rita is going to pick Angelo. All right. And Vlad goes with Bob. Rita goes with Anaya. Vlad picks Jess. And then Rita is going to go with Irvin, or is, I guess, stuck with Irvin. That kind of sucks for Irvin. He is the last one picked. But here are our two tribes. On the Cashier's tribe, we have Bob Pancakes, Gemma Charm, Jess Sickworth, Jing Fen, Knox Greenberg, Mika Ojo, Rami Watson, and Vlad. And then we have the Sales Assistants tribe, where we have Anaya Jang, Angelo Moreland, Irvin Price, Liliana Kealoha, Minsung Lee, Rashida Watson, Rita Kumbes, and Wolfgang Munch. So the tribes, they are named after sales-related things or shopkeeping-related things because we are playing in Magnolia Promenade. Anyway, let's go to the beaches. Let's see what's going on. Just slight bonds, slight dislikes. And then on this one, same. So we will just go to the first immunity challenge. And the Cashiers, they win immunity and also 50 waterproof matches, I guess. On their beach, we have Bob and Jess bonding strongly. All right. We also have Miko injured, but gets treated and can stay in the game. Okay. Let's hope that injury does not expand and she might have to get medically evacuated later on. On the Sales Assistants tribe, the tribe that is going to go to Tribal, we have Minsung and Wolfgang bonding strongly. We also have Liliana and Wolfgang finding something in common, which has a lasting impact. And Wolfgang decides to pull the two of them into an alliance. It is Wolfgang's alliance, which includes Liliana and Minsung. This is Wolfgang's third time around on Sims 4 Survivor. He knows what he has to do. Liliana also playing for the third time and probably for the first time gonna not be a third boot. Hopefully she can stick in this alliance and make it into the merge for the first time. But let's go into Tribal. Okay, we've got the Sales Assistants tribe here. Anaya, Angelo, Irvin, Liliana, Minsung, Rashida, Rita, and Wolfgang. It is time to vote. And of course, there are no idols on this season as this is an early season, so I'll just read the votes. First vote is going to go to Anaya. 1 vote, Anaya. Second vote goes to Rita. That is 1 vote, Anaya, 1 vote, Rita, and 6 votes left. Oh, they are targeting the fan favorites. The next vote is going to go to Anaya. We got 2 votes, Anaya, 1 vote, Rita, and the next vote goes to Rita. We're tied. 2 votes, Rita, 2 votes, Anaya, and 4 votes left. And the next vote goes to Rita. That is 3 votes Rita, 2 votes Anaya, and 3 votes left. And the next one goes to Rita as well. We got 4 votes Rita, 2 votes Anaya, only 2 votes left. But the first person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor, luck of the draw, it is Rita Kumbes. Rita, the tribe has spoken. This tribe, they were not a fan of the composition of this tribe. They blamed her for it. Go away, Rita. You gotta go. You should have picked better. You made us lose the challenge. Also, you are the oldest person on the tribe. So I guess that's probably why they are getting rid of her here. So Rashida votes with Rita. The newbie player out on the vote in the first vote they attend. That is not great for her. All right, let's move on to episode number 2. So on the beach, we have Bob and Jess with a medium bond now. Okay. And then nothing significant. On the other beach, we have this new alliance. Everybody's up to a 6 loyalty. Okay. We got Wolfgang and Minsung with a medium bond, and Wolfgang and Liliana with a small bond. And then nothing really significant. All right. Reward is going to go to the Sales Assistants. They lost Tribal, but they don't want to lose again, so they win the reward challenge. Do they take the immunity win as well? They do not. They are going to go back to Tribal. The Cashiers, they win immunity once again, are going to be safe. On their beach, we have Bob and Jing with a small fight. Jing Fan immediately gonna start picking fights with people. If you remember on Tartusa, he was a very controversial figure there. He was kind of just rude to everybody, and nobody liked him. However, we also have Rami with a major meltdown, and we have Vlad resting at camp to restore his energy. All right. On the sales assistants tribe, we have Angelo and Irwin with a major fight. Oh no. Two men from the early seasons of the show. I would have thought they would group together instead. However, we do have a new alliance. It is Wolfgang and Min Sung, and they pull in Angelo. A second alliance for Min Sung and Wolfgang here. They are definitely the power players on this tribe at the moment. And with Angelo as well as Liliana, they have the majority here. And I imagine Irvin is probably going to be in trouble, which is not great. I was kind of rooting for him, but we'll see. Let's go to tribal. All right, the sales assistants, they are back at tribal. It is time to vote. And the first vote is going to go to Rashida. 1 vote, Rashida. Second vote is going to go to Anaya. 1 vote, Anaya. 1 vote, Rashida. 5 votes left. The third vote goes to Rashida. 2 votes, Rashida. 1 vote, Anaya. And 4 votes left. And the fourth vote goes to Rashida. That is 3 votes, Rashida. 1 vote, Anaya. And the second person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor Luck of the Draw, it is Rashida Watson. Rashida, the tribe has spoken. She did not stand a chance. They saw fresh meat and they were like, all right, easy pickings. Get rid of her. She was out on the vote in the last tribal. So unanimous vote against Rashida here. She throws a vote on Anaya once again. All right, we'll just move on to the next episode. Sales assistants are now down to 6. And now on the cashier's beach, we have Rami and Gemma with a strong dislike. We have Jess and Bob still with a medium bond. Rami and Bob with a medium dislike. Vlad and Rami actually with a small bond. Okay. And then Jing and Bob with a medium dislike after their fight. Okay, so Rami not well liked. Jing not well liked. Bob also kind of a little bit contentious here. Seems like there is some adversity brewing on the cashier's tribe. Anyway, that is all we've got here. Now we have these 2 alliances. We have Wolfgang and Min Sung with a medium bond. We have Irvin and Angelo with a medium dislike after their fight. We have Wolfgang and Liliana with a medium bond now. We have Irvin and Anaya with a small bond. And then nothing really significant. Reward is going to go to the sales assistants. They win reward again. Good for them. But they are going to need this immunity. So can they get the immunity? They can. All right. So officially, Liliana Kealoha, she has made it further than she has on any other season she's competed on. She's not going to be the third boot this time around. Congratulations, Liliana. Instead, the cashiers are going to go to tribal. Let's start on their beach. We have Jing and Miko finding something in common, which has a lasting impact. And then we have Bob and Rami with a major fight, which has a lasting impact. Oh no. Could we be seeing the mother following right behind her daughter? Perhaps. On the sales assistants tribe, we have Irvin and Liliana bond strongly. We also have Angelo impressing the rest of the team. And for some reason, he decides to leave the alliance between Min Sung and Wolfgang and himself. I don't know why he's doing that, but okay. He also gets injured, but he's fine. It's okay. All right, we're at the first tribal for the cashier's tribe. We got Bob, we got Gemma, Jess, Jing, Nox, Miko, Rami, Vlad. It is time to vote. And the first vote is going to go to Rami. 1 vote, Rami. Second vote goes to Gemma. 1 vote, Gemma, 1 vote, Rami, and 6 votes left. And the third vote goes to Rami. 2 votes, Rami, 1 vote, Gemma. Fourth vote is going to go to Gemma. 2 votes, Gemma, 2 votes, Rami, and 4 votes left. And the next vote goes to Rami. That is 3 votes Rami, 2 votes Gemma, and 3 votes left. And then we got Gemma. We're tied again. It's 3 votes Gemma, 3 votes Rami, only 2 votes left. The next vote goes to Gemma. Whoa. Is it gonna be Gemma? What? 4 votes Gemma, 3 votes Rami, 1 vote left. It could be a tie as well. But it's not. The third person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor Luck of the Draw. It is Gemma. What? Gemma, the tribe, has spoken. I think Vlad got his revenge from a Cults versus Normies, maybe. If so, impressive. I thought it was going to be Rami for sure. It is Vlad. So we got Jing, Nox, Miko, Rami, and Vlad voting for Gemma. And then we got Bob, Gemma, and Jess voting for Rami. So Bob and Jess are left out on the vote. Those were the 2 that were bonding. Jing was bonding with, I think, somebody. I don't remember, but he was bonding with somebody. So he is kind of ingratiating himself. Vlad clearly controlling this vote, I think. And obviously Rami is just gonna vote for anybody that's not her. All right. Interesting tribal. Let's move on to episode number 4. Cashiers are down to 7. Sales assistants down to 6. On the cashier's beach, we have Rami and Bob with an extreme hatred now. Oh no. We have Jess and Bob with a medium bond, and we have Miko and Jing with a medium bond as well. So these were probably the ones that were bonding in the last episode. That makes sense. We also have Rami and Miko with a small bond, Vlad and Rami with a small bond, Jing and Bob with a medium dislike. Okay, Bob and Jess look to be in trouble on this beach. We do also have Vlad and Nox now with a small bond, so Vlad is kind of starting to ramp up his game a little bit with his last vote. We also are seeing Miko kind of coming to the forefront a little bit, and I think that's it. Most people seem to not like Nox, however, aside from Vlad. On the other beach, we have Liliana, Minsung, and Wolfgang in their 3-person alliance, and now Minsung and Wolfgang have a final 2 after Angelo left. The 2 of them, they have a strong bond. We also have Wolfgang and Liliana with a medium bond. We have Liliana and Erwin with a small bond now. Okay. And Erwin and Anaya with a small bond. And then we have just slight bond, slight dislikes. But reward is going to go to the sales assistants. Once again, they win reward 3 times in a row. And they win bananas and chickens. Nice. Immunity, however, is going to go to the sales assistants as well. So we are going to tie, or the teams are going to be tied in numbers, I guess. We will start on the cashier speech. We have Miko and Rami bonding strongly, and now we have another alliance. It is Bob, Jess, and Miko. That is a little strange, to be honest, because Bob and Jess are definitely on the bottom, and I don't know why Miko would want to attach herself to that. But okay. We'll see if they survive tribal tonight. On the sales assistant beach, however, we have Anaya and Liliana bonding slightly, which has a lasting impact. And we have Liliana and Wolfgang bonding strongly, which also has a lasting impact. So I think Wolfgang is trying to secure his 2 final 2s in the game. He wants to have Minsung on one side and then Liliana on the other. Anaya bonding with Liliana, also pretty good, I think, for Anaya. She might be able to get herself in the good graces of that 3-person alliance. But we'll head into tribal. All right, we got the cashiers. Back to tribal. It is time to vote. And the first vote is going to go to Rami. 1 vote, Rami. Second vote is going to go to Rami as well. 2 votes, Rami. And 5 votes left. And the third vote goes to Rami. Oh, okay. 3 votes, Rami. 4 votes left. Is it just going to be Rami? Maybe. Fourth vote is going to go to Nox. Oh, 3 votes, Rami. 1 vote, Nox. And 3 votes left. Interesting. The 4th person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor, luck of the draw. It is Rami Watson. Rami, the tribe has spoken. A little bit surprised it lands on her here. I would have thought that Vlad would have wanted to keep her around. Maybe Nox would have wanted to keep her around as well. But I guess having that major meltdown just kind of tanked her game. So it's a unanimous vote. Everybody votes for Rami, which is not great for Vlad and Nox and Jing. Because now they are tied with that 3-person alliance. So they're going to have to make something happen if they want to stick around. Or at the very least not go to rocks. All right, we are on episode number 5. We have the final 12 here. And there is a twist. I believe this is the fake merge. Oh, never mind. We have a mutiny. Okay, Jess is going to mutiny over to the sales assistants tribe. I don't think that's a good idea, but okay. She's going to leave Bob. Okay. Bob and Miko are suddenly on the bottom, I guess. But we have new tribes. On cashiers, we have Bob, Jing, Nox, Miko, and Vlad. Everybody sticks around aside from Jess. And then on the sales assistants tribe, we have Anaya, Angelo, Irvin, Liliana, Minsung, and Wolfgang sticking around. And then Jess decides to join them. Interesting. I don't think this is going to be great for Jess, but we'll see. On the cashier's beach, we have Miko and Jing with a mutual strong bond now. Okay. Nox and Jing with a medium dislike. Vlad and Nox with a small bond. Jing and Bob with a medium dislike. And then we just have slight bonds, slight dislikes. On this tribe, we have Wolfgang and Liliana with an unbreakable relationship now. Okay. Wolfgang and Minsung with a strong bond. Wow, impressive game by Wolfgang here. And then we also have Liliana and Anaya with a medium bond. Irvin and Anaya with a medium bond as well. Anaya suddenly on the board with pretty decent relationships. Although I speak too soon because Wolfgang and her have a medium dislike. So that's not great. We also have Liliana and Irvin with a small bond. And then Irvin and Angelo with a medium dislike. Okay. Then we just have some slight bonds here at the end. But reward is going to go to... Oh, it's the auction. The cashiers, they win hamburger with toppings and fries. They also win a pitcher of limeade. They also win a covered item, which is baked grubs. They also win spaghetti and meatballs with garlic bread. And then they also win hot fudge sundae. And then the sales assistants, they decide to only bid on one item, I guess, and they win nachos and the mystery item, which is margaritas. All right, good for them. But cashiers, they are going to win immunity, the smaller tribe, which is good for balance. Oh, this is the fish challenge. Oh my god, I hated this challenge. It was so nasty. On the cashier speech, nothing happens. Okay, well, on the sales assistant speech, we have Irvin impressing the rest of the team. Okay, he's probably safe. I imagine it's gonna be Jess, but it could also be Angelo. He's not super well liked on this speech. We'll see. Let's go to tribal. All right, we got the new sales assistants tribe. We got Anaya, Angelo, Irvin, Jess, Liliana, Minsung, and Wolfgang. It is time to vote. And the first vote is gonna go to Jess. One vote, Jess. Second vote goes to Angelo. One vote Angelo, one vote Jess. And the third vote is going to go to Anaya. Oh, one vote Anaya, one vote Angelo, and one vote Jess. We got 4 votes left. Interesting vote spread here. The next vote is going to go to Anaya. Whoa. 2 votes Anaya, 1 vote Angelo, and 1 vote Jess. 3 votes left. The next vote is going to go to Angelo. 2 votes Anaya, 2 votes Angelo, and 1 vote Jess. And the next vote goes to Anaya. 3 votes Anaya, 2 votes Angelo, and 1 vote Jess. And only 1 vote left. If it goes to Angelo, we tie. And if it goes to Anaya, she goes out. If it goes to Jess, then Anaya also goes out. So the final vote, it goes to the 5th person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor Luck of the Draw. It is Anaya. Whoa, okay. Anaya, the tribe has spoken. Her tribe flipped on her. I imagine this is Wolfgang's doing. Probably convinced his allies to turn on Anaya since he didn't like her. Also, he does have that relationship with Jess from Blood versus Water. So perhaps he also got her vote. Okay, so we got Angelo, Jess, Minsung, and Wolfgang voting for Anaya. Okay, interesting. Liliana does not vote with them. Irvin and Liliana, they vote for Angelo. And then Anaya votes for Jess. Anaya absolutely iced out of this vote here. That is not great for her. But also she gets blindsided, so makes sense. On episode number 6, we have 5 on cashiers, 6 on sales assistants. On the cashiers tribe, we have Miko and Jing with their strong bond, Nox and Jing with their medium dislike, Vlad and Nox with a small bond, Jing and Bob with a medium dislike, and then really no relationships. There's not a lot going on this tribe. Miko and Bob don't even like each other, even though they're in this alliance. I mean, they kind of like each other, but they don't really have like a strong bond. On sales assistants, we have unbreakable relationships, Wolfgang and Liliana, and also Wolfgang and Minsung. So this definitely is looking like Wolfgang's game to lose at this point. Even though we're early on, I still think this is telling me that Wolfgang is definitely the power player of the season at the moment. Minsung and Irvin have a medium bond. Irvin and Angelo have a medium dislike. Okay. Liliana and Irvin have a small bond. And then we just have slight bonds. Reward is going to go to the sales assistants once again. But immunity is going to go to the sales assistants as well. All right. Cashiers, they're going to go to tribal. And on their beach, we have Jing with a major meltdown. And Miko is going to leave the alliance. Okay, that makes sense. So I don't really know who's going to get voted out here. I think Bob might take the hit here. I imagine he's not in a great spot. Like, nobody really likes him all that much. And now Miko is going to leave the alliance. She sees a sinking ship and is like, I'm out. On the sales assistants tribe, nothing happens. Okay, we'll go to tribal. We got the cashiers here. We got Bob, Jing, Nox, Miko, and Vlad, who has been kind of quiet in this pre-merge. It is time to vote. And the first vote is going to go to Nox. 1 vote Nox. Second vote goes to Jing. 1 vote Jing, 1 vote Nox. Third vote is going to go to Jing as well. 2 votes Jing and 1 vote Nox, and 2 votes left. And the fourth vote goes to Nox. We're tied. 2 votes Jing and 2 votes Nox, and only 1 vote left. So Bob is going to survive this tribal. Interesting. The 6th person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor Luck of the Draw. It is going to be Nox. Oh, okay. Nox, the tribe has spoken. Did not expect him to go out here, but I guess. Thought it was going to be Jing since he had that major meltdown, but apparently he has had strong enough relationships before that. So Bob, Jing, and Miko, they vote for Nox. Bob and Miko, even though they are not in an alliance anymore, they do vote together and they pull in Jing. Because Jing and Miko, they did have that strong bond. So I imagine Miko probably wanted to keep Jing in the game and pulled Bob into this vote. And then Vlad is left out on the vote. Him and Nox, they vote for Jing. Not great for Vlad. I imagine he might be in trouble if they go back to tribal. We'll see. We're on episode number 7. We are at the fake merge. So they are all on the same beach now, but they are still in their original tribes. On the cashier's beach, we have just Bob and Jess. I guess they are technically reunited now. We also have Miko and Jing with a mutual strong bond. We have Jing and Bob with a medium dislike, despite voting together in the last tribal. And then we just have slight bonds, slight dislikes. Nobody really cares about Vlad at all. Interesting. Sales assistants. We have this 3-person alliance. We have this final 2. We have Wolfgang's unbreakable relationships. Those are unchanged. We also have Minsung with a medium bond toward Irvin and vice versa as well. Then we have Liliana and Irvin with a medium bond, and Irvin and Angelo with a medium dislike still. Minsung and Angelo with a small bond, and then Minsung feeling a small bond toward Liliana. Liliana only with a slight bond toward Minsung, which is kind of weird because they've been in this 3-person alliance this entire time, and they are not really that close. But immunity is going to go to the sales assistants. So they are not going to go to tribal. I'm kind of curious if these events that are going to be coming up, if the other tribe can impact the events of the other tribe, or if one tribe can impact the events of the other since they are on the same beach now. We'll see. We have a new alliance. It is Jing and Miko. That is not very surprising, to be honest. I imagine they are going to take out Vlad here, since he is clearly on the bottom of this tribe, but they could take out Bob. I mean, Jing doesn't like Bob. And then on the sales assistant tribe, we have Irvin and Minsung with a major fight. Oh no. Well, Irvin, I thought he was in a pretty decent spot because he was like bonding with people. He had that medium bond with Minsung, but now that might be damaged. We do, however, see Angelo and Wolfgang bonding strongly, which has a lasting impact. So Angelo putting in some work, seeing that Wolfgang is the power player on the tribe, perhaps trying to make sure he doesn't get voted out. We also have Jess resting at camp to restore her energy. All right, let's go to tribal. All right, we got the final 4 of the cashiers: Bob, Jing, Miko, and Vlad. It is time to vote. And the first vote is going to go to Vlad. The second vote is also going to go to Vlad. And the third vote goes to Bob. So we got 2 votes Vlad, 1 vote Bob, and only 1 vote left. But the 7th person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor, luck of the draw, it is Vlad. Vlad, the tribe has spoken. He was on the bottom after that Nox vote, and there was just no saving that. I think he needed to kind of suck up to Miko and Jing. If he had done that, maybe he could have survived this vote and Bob would have been voted out instead, but it was not in the cards for him. Unanimous vote against Vlad. Vlad votes for Bob. We'll just move on. All right, we got the cashiers now down to 3. On their beach, we have Miko and Jing with a strong bond, as well as their alliance. We also have Jing and Bob with a medium dislike, and Miko and Bob only with a slight bond. All right. The sales assistants, we have Wolfgang and Minsung with a unbreakable relationship, Liliana and Wolfgang as well. We now have Irvin and Angelo with a strong dislike. Oh no. Irvin still has a medium bond with Liliana, and Irvin also has a medium bond with Jess. Okay. So Irvin is not completely out for the count yet. We do also see Jess and Angelo with a small bond, and now Wolfgang and Angelo with a small bond, and Minsung and Angelo also with a small bond. Interesting. But immunity is going to go to the sales assistants as well. Well, rip Bob. On the cashier's beach, we have Bob and Jing with a major fight. Yeah, Bob knows he's out. He is just going balls to the walls. Full chaotic king, Bob. Gonna go out with a bang. Sales assistants, however, we have Angelo and Liliana with a minor disagreement, which has a lasting impact. We also have Minsung with a major meltdown. I don't know what that's about, Minsung. I mean, your tribe is like kind of demolishing the other tribe, so relax. We also get Liliana injured, but gets treated and can stay in the game. That's something. All right, let's go to tribal. All right, we got the cashiers here. It is time to vote. Let's just get it over with. First vote is going to go to Bob. 1 vote Bob. Second vote goes to Jing. 1 vote Bob, 1 vote Jing, and only 1 vote left. And the 8th person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor, luck of the draw, first member of the jury. Interesting. It is going to be Bob. Bob, the tribe has spoken. Yeah, that was pretty predictable. Didn't really expect anything else to happen, so he's out. Does make the jury though, so good for him. Jing and Miko, they vote for Bob. Bob votes for Jing. We'll just move on to episode number 9. It is the actual merch now. No fake merch, just the merch. This is the manager's tribe. And on this tribe, the 8 people who make the merch are Angelo Moreland, Irvin Price, Jess Sigworth, Jing Fen, Liliana Kealoha, Miko Ojo, Minsung Lee, and Wolfgang Munch. Out of these people, we have Angelo, who was the merge boot on Brains versus Brown versus Beauty. He is, I mean, he could still be the merge boot, but he was like 13th place there, so he's definitely improving. We got Irvin. He made it to 6th, I believe. 5th, maybe? Either 6th or 5th. Yeah, he was 6th because Agnes was 5th. So he is going to have to make it to 5th in order to improve his standing. And Jess, she was an early merge boot on Blood versus Water, but she made it all the way to 5th place on Brains versus Brown versus Beauty. So she's also going to have to make it to 5th. Jing was a pre-merger, so he is improving. Liliana, she has been the 3rd boot twice, so she is definitely improving here. We have Miko, who was an early merge boot on Stranger Will, but her placement is improving as well. I think she was like 10th or something, 11th maybe. Then we have Minsung, who was, I think, like 7th on Mount Komorebi, and then like 12th or something on All Stars 2. So he's gonna have to survive a couple of votes, I think. And then Wolfgang was a 4th placer on Blood versus Water, so he's gonna have to make it to the final 3. Honestly, I think Wolfgang might win this. I think he's definitely the biggest contender on the board at the moment. So unless these other people go against him and take him out, I think Wolfgang has a very clear path to the end. I also think Angelo, however, could like sneak in there. He's been like quietly and slowly, gradually building up the social network. I think we gotta watch out for Angelo. Jing and Miko, though, I think they're done. All right, on the beach, we have only these alliances. We have Liliana, Mensung, and Wolfgang in their final 3. We have Mensung and Wolfgang in their final 2. And then we have Jing and Miko in their final 2. Wolfgang has his unbreakable relationships, and now Miko and Jing are an unbreakable relationship as well. All right. We also have Irvin with a strong bond toward Liliana, excuse me. Doesn't say how Liliana feels about Irvin. I guess that's not on the board anymore. We do have Irvin and Angela with their strong dislike. We have Wolfgang with a medium bond toward Angela now, and vice versa. We also have Jess and Irvin with a medium bond, Minsung and Angelo with a medium bond, and Jess and Angelo with a medium bond. So Angelo definitely on the board here. Reward is going to go to Angelo. He wins a video of loved ones from home. Congrats, Angelo. All right. And immunity is going to go to Wolfgang. Wolfgang is not going to be the merch boot. He was the merch boot on Battle of the Sexes. So good for him. He's not going to be the merch boot this time around. On the beach, we have Miko and Wolfgang with a small fight. Ooh, that's not great for Miko. I think she's done. All right, let's go to Tribal. We got the merch tribe here, the managers. Angelo, Irvin, Jess, Jing, Liliana, Miko, Mensung, and Wolfgang. Wolfgang, he has the necklace. He cannot be voted for tonight. Everybody else is eligible. It is time to vote. And the first vote is going to go to Miko. 1 vote, Miko. And the second vote goes to Miko as well. 2 votes, Miko. 6 votes left. The third vote is going to go to Miko. 3 votes, Miko. 5 votes left. Fourth vote goes to Irvin. 3 votes, Miko. 1 vote, Irvin. And 4 votes left. And the fifth vote goes to Irvin as well. 3 votes, Miko. 2 votes, Irvin. And 3 votes left. And the sixth vote goes to Irvin. We're tied. 3 votes Irvin, 3 votes Miko, and only 2 votes left. And the 7th vote goes to Irvin. Whoa. Are they turning on him? 4 votes Irvin, 3 votes Miko, 1 vote left. We could still tie, but it's looking like it's going to land on Irvin. That would be wild. And the 9th person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor Luck of the Draw, second member of the jury, it is Irvin. Whoa. Irvin, the tribe has spoken. Somebody flipped on him. I don't know who. Perhaps the Trio Alliance went against him, decided to take him out. I imagine Angelo probably voted with him, and maybe Jess as well. Let's just see. We got Angelo, Jing, Miko, Mensung, and Wolfgang voting for Irvin. And Irvin, Jess, and Liliana vote for Miko. Oh, interesting. So Liliana, she is getting left out of the vote here. Does not vote with her alliance. Weird. All right, we'll move on. We got the final 7 here. On the beach, we have these alliances still unchanged. We have unbreakable relationships unchanged. We now have Mensung and Angelo with a medium bond, Jess and Angelo with a medium bond as well, Wolfgang and Angelo, Wolfgang and Miko with a medium dislike after their fight, And then now we have Minsung and Jess with a medium dislike as well. And Minsung and Liliana with a small bond. So their relationship is improving, even though they didn't even vote together in the last episode. And Liliana was kind of blindsided, but okay, whatever works. On reward, we have Angelo winning reward again. And he's going to take Minsung with him on reward. All right, that's fun. But immunity is going to go to Liliana. First immunity win for her. Congratulations. She is safe tonight. On the beach, we have Jess and Liliana bonding strongly, which has a lasting impact. And we have a new alliance. It is a counter alliance against the trio. Angelo, Jess, Jing, and Miko. They decide to all come together. They form an alliance. Wow. I thought Wolfgang had it all, but perhaps not anymore. With Jess bonding with Liliana, and Angelo going on a trip with Minsung, that does make me think that Wolfgang is going to get voted out here. That would be crazy. That would be a crazy power shift. Let's just find out what happens. All right, we're a tribal. We got the final 7 here. Liliana, she has the necklace, cannot be voted for. Everybody else is eligible. It is time to vote. And the first vote is going to go to Miko. 1 vote Miko. Second vote goes to Wolfgang. 1 vote Miko and 1 vote Wolfgang. Third vote goes to Wolfgang. 2 votes Wolfgang, 1 vote Miko, and 4 votes left. And the next vote goes to Miko. We're tied. 2 votes Miko, 2 votes Wolfgang, and 3 votes left. And the 5th vote goes to Miko. We got 3 votes Miko, 2 votes Wolfgang, and 2 votes left. And the 6th vote goes to Wolfgang. We're tied again. 3 votes Miko, 3 votes Wolfgang, and only 1 vote left. And the 10th person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor, luck of the draw, 3rd member of the jury, it is going to be Wolfgang. Whoa, Wolfgang, the tribe has spoken. He got dethroned, blindsided by Angelo. See, I told you we had to watch out for him. I imagine Angelo is probably the favorite to win now, although Miko and Jing are a final 2 within that 4-person alliance. Anyway, Wolfgang gets completely blindsided, and yeah, impressive move. We got Angelo, Jess, Jing, and Miko. The alliance voting for Wolfgang, and the trio, they vote for Miko, Liliana, Minsung, and Wolfgang. You can never get too comfortable on Sims 4 Survivor. That is when you are gonna get blindsided. All right, episode number 11, we got the final 6 here. Now the question is, does the 4-person alliance stick together or do they not? Honestly, it's not like a super close alliance, so I think it might split apart. It might have just been like a 1-vote type of alliance of convenience, I think. I don't know, we'll see. On the beach, we have now Liliana and Minsung with the final 2 after Wolfgang is gone. We have Jing and Miko in a final 2, and then we have this new 4-person alliance. We have Miko and Jing with an unbreakable relationship. We have Jess and Angelo with a strong bond. Minsung and Angelo with a strong bond as well. Okay, Minsung and Jess with a medium dislike. Minsung and Liliana with a small bond. Liliana and Jess with a small bond. And then we just have slight bonds. All right. Reward is going to go to Minsung. He's going to win a stay from a loved one at the tribe camp for 24 hours. All right, so Sunja Lee, she's going to show up to the beach. She is back on Sims 4 Survivor for the 3rd time. She just competed a few seasons ago on Second Chances, I believe. But immunity is going to go to Angelo. Angelo with his first immunity win in his Sims 4 Survivor career. Congrats. On the beach, we have Jing and Minsung with a small fight, which has a lasting impact. And we have a new alliance. It is Angelo, Jess, and Liliana. So this is definitely Jess's alliance. She pulls in Liliana and Angelo. I think this is the new power nucleus of the game. I think they might take out Minsung and then go after Miko and Jing, but perhaps they take out Jing first. We'll see. We'll go to tribal. All right, we got the final 6 here. Angelo, he has the necklace. He cannot be voted for. Everybody else is eligible. It is time to vote. And the first vote is going to go to Miko. 1 vote, Miko. Second vote goes to Liliana. 1 vote Liliana, 1 vote Miko, and 4 votes left. The third vote goes to Liliana. We got 2 votes Liliana, 1 vote Miko, and 3 votes left. And the 4th vote goes to Minsung. Oh, 2 votes Liliana, 1 vote Miko, 1 vote Minsung, and 2 votes left. That is kind of out of nowhere, but okay. And the next vote goes to Minsung. Okay. We got 2 votes Liliana, 2 votes Minsung, and 1 vote Miko, and only 1 vote left. So either Minsung or Liliana are going to go out, or we have a tie. The final vote is going to go to Miko. Okay. How did this happen? We have a 2-2-2 tie here at the final 6. It is Miko, Liliana, and Minsung. So Angelo, Jess, and Jing, they are gonna vote again. And if we tie there, we will draw rocks. I guess. The first vote on the revote is gonna go to Liliana. 1 vote, Liliana. Second vote is gonna go to Minsung. 1 vote Liliana, 1 vote Minsung, and 1 vote left. And the final vote goes to the 11th person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor, luck of the draw, and 4th member of the jury. It is going to be Minsung. Minsung, the tribe has spoken. Honestly, I thought he would just straight up get voted out. I did not expect it to be a tie. I don't know exactly what happened. I'm kind of curious to see how that turned out. But Minsung does get the boot here. He was at the bottom after Wolfgang left, so not surprising. So we have Jing and Miko. They are the Liliana votes, okay? Liliana and Minsung, they vote for Miko. And Angelo and Jess vote for Minsung. And Angelo and Jess are the ones who get their way because nobody flips on the revote. And they were the ones that voted for Minsung. Interesting. Is this like a weird vote split? I don't know. I guess maybe Jing and Miko wanted Liliana to go out, and Angelo and Jess, they did not want Liliana to go out, and instead they wanted Minsung to go out. So they just turned on them. Yeah, because Liliana is in their alliance. Okay. Well, we got the final 5 here. We got Angelo, we got Jess, we got Jing, we got Liliana, and we got Miko. All right, we got now Jing and Miko in their final 2. They also have an unbreakable relationship. We now have Jess and Angelo with an unbreakable relationship as well. Interesting. They have their 2 separate alliances. They have one with Jing and Miko. So there are 2 final 2s in this alliance. And then we also have this alliance with Angelo, Jess, and Liliana that was just formed in the last episode. Liliana and Jess have a small bond, and that's it. Everybody else just have slight dislikes or slight bonds. Okay, maybe we should like take polls of what's going on here. We got Jing and Angelo with a slight bond, Miko and Liliana with a slight dislike, Liliana and Jing with a slight dislike, Liliana and Angelo with a slight dislike, and then Miko and Jess with a slight dislike, and Miko and Angelo with a slight dislike. Okay. So they at least don't really like Miko, Angelo, and Jess. So I think she is going to be the target heading into this tribal council if she does not win immunity. Reward is going to go to Jess. She is going to take Angelo with her to dinner and a massage. She also wins the car. The car reward. Good for her. But immunity is going to go to Angelo. 2nd win for him. Congratulations. He is safe tonight. Once again. On the beach, we have Liliana and Miko bond slightly, which has lasting impact. And Liliana leaves the alliance. No! Liliana, that is so dumb. I don't know what you're doing. Now I think she's gone. But perhaps not. Let's find out. Let's go to tribal. All right, we got the final 5 here. Angelo, he has the necklace. He cannot be voted for. Everybody else is eligible. It is time to vote. And the first vote is going to go to Jing. 1 vote Jing. Second vote goes to Liliana. 1 vote Jing, 1 vote Liliana. 3 votes left. And the third vote goes to Liliana. 2 was Liliana, 1 vote Jing. And the 12th person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor, luck of the draw, 5th member of the jury. It is Liliana. Liliana, the tribe has spoken. She should have stuck around in that alliance. I think she would have stuck around in the game. Like, I don't think they would have taken her out, but whatever. She did what she did, and now she's gone. I guess I can't expect too much for somebody who was on early outs. They were not, like, the best players in the world. I mean, they were all early boots on their original runs. But anyway, it's a unanimous vote against Liliana. She throws a vote on Jing. We'll move on into the finale. We got the final 4 here, heading into the finale. We got 2 pairs heading into the finale here. We got Angelo Moreland, who was a very sneaky social player. Started off pretty rough and then just built his relationships bit by bit, episode by episode, until he became kind of a power player here at the end game. Then we got his number 1 ally, Jess Sickworth. She is beating her record here. She has made it to the final 4, which is the highest she has ever made. Has played a much more low-key game this time around, though, because her past 2 seasons, she was kind of a comp threat. Hasn't really won any comps this time around, aside from 1 reward challenge. But instead, she has been focusing on her social game. She has been focusing on her strategic game. And I think it could turn out as a win for her, potentially. Then we got Jing Fan, who, despite being like one of the least liked person on the season and on the season he was originally on, he somehow made it to the final four. I don't know how he made it all the way here. I don't think he's even gotten that many votes against him. So I don't know. He somehow made it here. But it is probably thanks to his number one ally, Miko Ojo. Miko has been a target for multiple tribals in a row now. She has been, I think, an option for elimination in every single tribal council after the merge. But she has survived it all thanks to her social game, thanks to her strategic positioning. She has formed this alliance with the rest of the final four here. And the four of them, they managed to flip the game on its head and go to the final four together. We'll see who wins. On the beach, we have unbreakable relationship, unbreakable relationship. We also have a small bond between Jing and Jess. And then we got Jing and Angelo, they like each other. Miko and Jess like each other. Miko and Angelo don't like each other. So that's not great. But really, it is 2v2. We are probably going to go into fire no matter what happens in the immunity challenge. But let's just go to immunity and find out who is going to be immune going into this final four round. It is Angelo with his third immunity win in a row. So he is safe. Jess could potentially get taken out here. We'll see. Nothing happens on the beach. Let's just go straight into tribal. All right, we got the final four here. Angelo, he has the necklace. He cannot be voted for tonight. Everybody else is eligible. It is time to vote. And the first vote is going to go to Jess. One vote, Jess. Second vote goes to Jess as well. Two was Jess. Third vote goes to Miko. Two was Jess, one vote Miko, and one vote left. And the final vote goes to Miko as well. So final vote count, Jess 2, Miko 2. We will have a revote. It is going to be first vote going to Miko. Second vote is going to go to Jess. Yeah. So we are tied and we are going to go into a tie-breaking fire-making challenge. The loser will be eliminated from the game, and the person who loses and heads to the jury is going to be Miko. Miko, the tribe has spoken. She put in a valiant effort. She tried it her best, but you know what? You can't beat Jess Sickworth in fire. I mean, she is a military personnel. She was in the army. She knows how to make a fire. Miko, she lives in a city. There's no comparing the two. Angelo and Jess, they win out here. They take out Miko. Jing and Miko, of course, vote for Jess. And Jess beats Miko in fire, putting her on the jury. And we will move on to part 2 of the finale. So now Angelo and Jess just have to beat Jing, and the two of them can become the final two. But if Jing wins the final immunity challenge, then what does he do? I think he probably takes out Angelo, right? That would be my guess. We got Jess and Angelo with an unbreakable relationship, Jing and Jess with a small bond, and Jing and Angelo with a slight bond. So I think Jing would take Jess to the end if he wins immunity. And does he? Let's find out. He does not. Angelo, he goes 4 immunity wins in a row. Clean sweep by Angelo. Wow, impressive run. I imagine he's winning. I think he's winning, but we've seen in the past other players have gone on a massive immunity runs and then not won the jury vote. But this time around, I think Angelo is winning. On the beach, nothing happens. That makes sense. Let's just go straight into tribal. We got the final 3 here. Angelo, Jess, Jing. Angelo, he has the necklace and the power to vote out one of his opponents. He casts his vote, and I will read the votes. Or the singular vote, I guess. The 14th person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor. Luck of the draw. 7th member of the jury. It is Jing Fan. Jing, the tribe has spoken. Predictable, of course. He's gonna go to the end with his number 1 ally, Jess. That only makes sense. Even though I think Jing is probably a better beat. I don't think Jing is gonna get any votes, but whatever. Might as well be loyal, I guess. Angelo, he casts his vote for Jing, of course, and we will go to the final tribal council. We got the final 2 here. Angelo Moreland and Jess Sickworth. They've done it. They've made it to the final 2 together. And now it is up to the jury. The 7-person jury, they all ask their questions for why one of them should win. Then they cast their vote for who they think should win. And it is time to reveal yet another Sims 4 Survivor winner. The first vote is going to go to Angelo. 1 vote, Angelo. Second vote goes to Jess. 1 vote, Jess. And 1 vote, Angelo. Third vote is going to go to Jess. So we got 2 votes, Jess, and 1 vote, Angelo. And the 4th vote goes to Angelo. That is 2 votes Angelo, 2 votes Jess. We are tied. 3 votes left. 5th vote is going to go to Jess. 3 votes Jess, 2 votes Angelo, and 2 votes left. And the 6th vote goes to Angelo. We're tied again. It is 3 votes Angelo, 3 votes Jess, and only 1 vote left. It all comes down to the final vote. The 7th and final vote goes to the winner of Sims 4 Survivor, Luck of the Draw. It is going to be Angelo. Congratulations, Angelo. He has done it. He has won the season. First time the comp beast kind of comps out at the end and wins, I think. But also played a very strong game, overturned the Power Alliance, made his own Power Alliance. Very impressive win by Angelo here. So Jing, Miko, Minsung, and Wolfgang vote for Angelo. So that is Wolfgang and Minsung, which he had decent relationships with. Jing, who Angelo took out at the end, and Miko as well. They didn't even like him that much, but I guess they respected his game. Bob, Irvin, and Liliana, they vote for Jess. That makes sense. Bob was on a tribe with Jess, also was her #1 ally for a while. And Irvin did not like Angelo at all, and I don't know why Liliana is voting for Jess here, but I guess they had a good relationship. I don't know. But the fan favorite is going to be Rita. Rita Kumpis, the second time that she is fan favorite, and just as random as the first time. The first boot of the season, fan favorite, why not? Whatever. But there you have it. That is our season. Here is our elimination order. We have Rita Kumpis in 16th. We have Rashida Watson in 15th. We have Gemma Charm in 14th. Rami Watson in 13th. Anaya Jang in 12th. Knox Greenberg in 11th. Vlad in 10th. Bob Pancakes in 9th. Irvin Price in 8th. Wolfgang Munch in 7th. Minsung Lee in 6th. Liliana Kealoha in 5th. Mika Ojo in 4th. Jing Fan in 3rd. Our runner-up, Jess Sigworth. And our winner, Angelo Moreland. Challenge wins. Look at this. Angelo with 6 challenge wins, because he also won 2 rewards on top of his 4 immunities. Then we got Liliana and Wolfgang with 1 each. Most strategic is Jess, #1. And then Liliana, #2. And then Angelo, #3. I don't think I would put Liliana, #2. I'd probably do Angelo, then Jess, and then Wolfgang, I think. Or maybe Miko. I don't know. Somebody. Most votes received was Miko with 11. Then we got Rami with 9. Anaya and Liliana with 7. Rashida and Rita with 6. Irvin and Gemma and Jing with 5. Jess, Knox, Minsung, and Wolfgang with 4. Bob and Vlad with 3. And our winner, Angelo, with the fewest votes, only 2. But there you have it. That is our season. All hail our current reigning Angelo Moreland. Very impressive win by him. And next season will be All Stars 3. Look forward to that. That is going to be a fun one. I'll see you then. Bye.